All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for coming on the show with me. Welcome, guys. How are you? How are you guys doing today on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube? Thank you. We're still waiting for more people to join. Whoa. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let me quickly type the number. All right, this is the number to call in. Number to call in is on the screen. We are going to be looking at a very big topic today. And I think for a very long time, Africans, they didn't want to hear it. Africans are kind of like really scared to talk about this that we're about to talk about. Let me bring this down. Let me bring this down just a little bit. Let's see how it's going to be. I don't want to be raising my head up too much. All right. Yeah, I think it's good now. So we Africans, we've been running away from this topic. Wow. Everybody's in the house. Magodo in the house. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Some people from Nigeria in the house already. Somebody saying the reason, the number one reason for most divorces is in-law, bringing in too much. Yeah. Magodo in the house in Nigeria. Let me see who is in the house again. Who is in the house and where are you connecting from? All right. Nigerians, Africans, we are still a little shy and we are hiding away from talking about this. And I think this is the time for us to talk about it. This is the time for us to talk about it. McKinney, Texas. I'm not sure I pronounce it well. Baltimore, Maryland. Wow. From Ghana, Ghana in the house, Nigeria, Dallas in the house. Whoa, London in the house, UK. All right, a lot of people are coming in. Good afternoon. Let me know where you guys are connecting from. Who is represented in the house? Who is in the house today? All right, Niger in the house. Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia in the Kaduna in the house. Sheffield in the house. Maryland in the house. Wow. Canada in the house already. Maryland in the house already. South Africa in the house. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bowie, Maryland. Canada in the São Paulo, Brazil in the house. Ogba, Lagos, Abeokuta in the house. Abuja in the Kerry in the house. Scotland in the house. Oh my God. North Carolina in the house. Saudi Arabia in the house. Wow. London in the house. Laurel, Maryland in the house. PA in the house. Lagos in the house. Another Canada. Osogbo in the house. New York City in the house, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Welcome, everybody. Abuja in the house. This is great. I'm talking about a full house. Okay. We're having everybody from everywhere, all over the world represented here. We have Igbo, Yoruba, Black American, Caribbean. Let me know where you're from. Are you Igbo? Are you Yoruba? Are you Black American? Are you white American? Are you from the Caribbean? Let me know. All right. Let's check that one out. Now we know where you're from, but let's know where you're from, as in like your ethnicity. All right. Where are you connecting? Osogbo in the house. Baltimore in the house. Yoruba. Now I got a Yoruba guy here. Another Yoruba guy right here. All right. Another Yoruba. Wow. Yoruba. Igbo man is here. Oh my God. Another Yoruba in the house. Somebody from Israel. Wow. Another Yoruba in the house. Another Yoruba in the house. I'm speaking Yoruba today. Igbo man in the house. That's good. Somebody Igbo is in the house. Ijebu Igbo. Sorry. All right. Cameroonian in the house. That's great. That Urobo in the house. This is great. This is fantastic today. All right. So many of you guys today, you are going to talk because see, we need to discuss this. Sugarland, Edo State. That's good. Proud Igbo man. That's good. Yoruba in the house. Delta in the house. Ekiti man in the house. That's great. Yoruba from Pittsburgh. That's good. Edo in the house. Another Yoruba in the house. River State, Nigeria. That's it. Good. Good, 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 good. I can see the Igbo, Yoruba, Fulani. Come on. How come you are the only, you are Wazobia? How can you be Wazobia? You are everything. Egba man in the house. Egba remwa. All right, let's jump on the topic for today. Let's leave all of these mambo jumbo stuff alone. And let's jump on the story for today. By the grace of God. We're talking about the damages in-laws they do in relationship. The damages that in-laws do in relationship. KG alonge omo Ibadan. Ibadan Rome wa. All right. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you very much, everybody, for connecting. Now, we're looking at in-laws. The damages that they do in the relationship. I want to start like this. Culturally, traditionally, children are the insurance for the future. Traditionally, children are the insurance for the future. And that is why many of our fathers, they gave birth to 7, 8, 9, 10 children. Apart from the issue of death, during childbirth and SS, killing their children and all kinds of stuff. Apart from all that, the reason why they have many children is because children, they are termed to be the insurance of the future. And that's why Yoruba people say, "Omo ni o gbeyin re, omo toju re." It means that your children will outlive you and they will take care of you. Now, so in Africa, we don't have this thing called life insurance. Our own life insurance is our children. We give birth to many children to build insurance for the future. What are you drinking, sir? I'm drinking Coke mixed up with a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You don't want to know. All right. Now, so you see, and this is the reason why they make babies, so that when they grow old, those children will take care of them. At the age of 70, when they are no longer able to walk, they will now retire inside the homes of probably their daughter or maybe their son. And in those days, the wives, they know this. The wives, they understand that my mother-in-law will one day come and live with us. I don't know why you're asking me that question when you see a red cup. Every time you see a red cup like this, what does it mean? You don't know what it means? You see, Davido is always carrying cup. Whiskey always carrying cup. Olamide always carrying cup. They always carry red cup all the time. What do you think it means? I'm drinking water. That person is very funny. When you see somebody carrying red cup, you don't know what is inside. You have to ask. Do you have to ask, oh, what is in the red cup? It's a red cup, for God's sake. It's love. This is love, baby. This is love. This is all love, baby. You know what I'm saying? When you see red, red means love, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's leave it alone. Don't pressurize me. Oh. If anybody pressurize you this year, block her, delete her, block her. Don't let me block you. Don't pressurize me this year. All right. So let's go back. Let's get back on the topic, man. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the topic right now. Okay. So in those days, we believe that once you're a parent, for you to build a future is by you training your children, and then let your children become well-to-do kids. They will eventually take care of you when you're old. And the wives of those days, like my mother, they were being trained, and they grew up knowing that your mother-in-law will one day come to live with you. Will one day come to live with you. And your responsibility as a wife is to treat your mother-in-law well, treat your father-in-law well, because they are part of the family. And that's when they tell us that in those days, when they tell you that you are not just only marrying your husband, you are marrying the entire family. Likewise, as a man, they will tell you that you are not just marrying your wife, you're marrying the entire family. But this is where they get it all wrong. All right? You see, that's where the burden is coming from, our culture. That our culture is actually not the right kind of culture. And I want to thank God for one thing, that now civilization has come, and then Africans too, now they understand that the kind of burden we put on these young people is ruining their relationships. All right? By the time a girl gets married, and the next thing she's thinking about is how the mother will come to live with her, you have not spent time. You have not bonded with your husband. You don't even know the guy yet. You don't even understand his way of life. And then you want to bring pressure into the family. All right? You want to bring it into the family. You want to ruin that relationship because that relationship is still premature. It's still premature. I counseled a couple. The guy got married to the girl, and then the girl, he moved the girl from Nigeria to US, and the second year, the woman is already calling for the mother to come and stay with him. And the mother came in, and this mother came in and destroyed the entire marriage because of pressure. And I looked at that woman and said, I feel like slapping you in the face. And she said to me, but nobody is taking care of my mommy. I said, hello? What do you mean nobody is taking care of your mommy? While you are in Nigeria, were you living with her? No. Okay. Now you live in America, you feel like you want her to come and enjoy America also before she passed? Yes. All right. That is actually craziness, because you're supposed to have waited for a time that is actually the appropriate time for you to bring her. Like I always tell people, marriage is not marriage until it's 15 years. From 0 to 15th year, that's the time that you spend with your husband to get to know him. That's the time you spend with your wife to get to know him. Between the 0 and 15 year, there will be a lot of battle, a lot of struggle. When we come to individual differences, this is the way I was raised. No, I was raised like that. This is how I love to do things. No, I like it like this. This is how I love to handle money. No, you can't handle money like that. This is the way I want to build my house. No, this is how you should build it. Then they kind of like fight in between each other, and then gradually, every year they get to understand the do's and the don'ts. It will take 15 years for a couple to start telling the same lies. It will take 15 years for a couple to start looking alike. It will take 15 years for them to start using the same phrase or phrases when they talk to people. It will take 15 years for you to know the best food, the best color of your husband. You may think you know it. You don't know it. Because he's wearing red all the time doesn't mean his best color is red. You will take you some time to understand that all he's just doing is he wants his video to pop. When you get red inside of a video, it pops. So it's not because red is his color. Because I'm holding a red cup doesn't mean red is my color. You need to, first of all, be with me, understand my way of life, know where I'm wearing red, why did he buy a red car, and all kinds of stuff like that. You need to understand me well before you could now make a conclusion that I know him. You might not know him. It takes 15 years to know him. It takes 15 years to know him. And that's why it's very difficult sometimes when couples get to the 15th year, they don't want to let go. And it happens both ways. Either on the side of the wife or on the side of the man, they will always think about the investment. They think about the number of years we've been together. Come on, 15 years is not a joke. Of me taking your nonsense, of me saying I'm sorry, of me begging you for this, of me begging you for that, and now we want to throw it out of the window. No, we don't want to do it. Let's go for counseling. Let's go for counseling. Let's see exactly what they're going to do to us, what they're going to tell us, and stuff. You know, couples, when they invest 15 years, it's always very difficult to let go. They don't want to do it. Either the man or the woman. They don't want to let go. They want to stick to it and see how can we make it work. And that's why we always blame people. We blame women. Say, why are you staying in abusive relationship? It is because of the investment they have put into it. It will take them some time for them to understand that the investment is not equal to their life. That investment is not equal to their lives. That their life is more important than the investment of 15 years. But 15 years, we always come out and say, I have spent 15 years with this woman. I spent 15 years with this man. All right. So when we now look at it, I'm going to give you guys some, very little problems that they normally cause. So when you get married as a woman, or you get married as a man, especially men always want to do this all the time. And men, they always believe that they must to take care of their mother. And to take care of your mother, she must come and live in your house. All right, that's the mentality. That's what is in the head of a lot of African men. African men believe I owe my mother something. I must to pay her back, and to pay my mother back because she's the most important thing in my life, I must bring her to live under my roof, and my wife must actually subject to her authority. My mother is superior to my wife, and that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. And that's why we're having divorce all around the place, because men refuse to understand there are two different people in your life. There's one that is you, and there's one that is actually your mother. The other one that is you is totally different. She is not your mother, she is you. She's your partner in the relationship. So her office is greater than the office of a mother. The mother trained you, the mother gave back to you, she has done her responsibility. And you see, when we go to learn from animals, you see, when you go to animals, you see, the problem with us is that we refuse to learn from the animals. Animals are actually a very good example. You see, the moment a dog gives birth to her children, will nurture the children until they're old, and then those children are gone. They don't see their mother again. They're totally gone. They don't see their mom, goats. They don't see their mom, lions. They don't see their mothers again. They're gone. And another thing is that when they live inside of the same house, you'll be so surprised that the baby of a dog will still now start meeting with his mother. The baby will start meeting with the mother. Because at that point in time, he's now a grown-up man. He needs a female. So the next thing is, let me just bang my mom. They don't care. All right? They don't care. Even goats. Goats will do the same thing to their mothers. So the moment you nurture them, the major reason why you are important is because you are the one who gave back to them, and you nurture them, you train them, and now they're grown. They're supposed to now become responsible, mature. You see, when you now become mature, then you are now a man. Okay? A man by yourself. That you don't need your mother to do nothing for you again. Now you are now the one that will now start doing for someone else who is going to be your own child or your children. Or your children. All right? So when African men, whenever they feel like I owe my mom something, whenever they feel like I must take care of my mom, there's nothing wrong in you having that mentality. There's nothing wrong in you planning, I want to take care of my mom. But you want to take care of your mom, not like you're going to now convert your wife into a slave. Okay? Now you put your mom on top of her head just because you feel you want to take care of your mom. Your mom is not superior to your wife. Your wife is you. Your mother is your mother. Our responsibility or our position is over there. But the woman is next to you. The woman is you. The woman is you. She is not a different person. Even though you went to marry her from somewhere, you don't look at her as a stranger. You don't look at her as somebody I bought with my money. You don't look at her as more like a house girl or whatsoever. Once you marry her, inside of only matrimony, that means the two of you become one flesh. It means that your mother is her mother. Our own mother is your mother. So the position of a mother is outside of the relationship. The position of a mother is not in marriage. You don't bring your mother into marriage. Your mother stays outside. She's not supposed to be inside of marriage. We don't give her control in marriage. There are two people that are supposed to be inside of marriage. Is the husband and the wife. They join together. They become one flesh. One flesh, that one flesh thing is just between the husband and the wife. And that is where God is actually trying to make us to see that we are together. We become one flesh. She is my partner. I'm our partner. She's me. I am her. I am her. So that doesn't mean that you mustn't love your mother. Your mother is actually there for you to love. Your mother is there for you to take care of. Now, the taking care of your mother is going to be on the mother zone. Mother to son zone. It's not going to be inside of marriage. You don't bring them in the marriage and impose them on your wives. And you don't bring them to impose them on your husband. You don't bring your father to the house. You don't bring your mother to the house. And then you now say, well, because a lot of women do it. A lot of women, when they file paper for their husband, they look down on the man. And then they plan to do anything they like. I'm the one that brought you, I file paper for you, to help with you. I'm bringing my mom. I'm the one paying the bill. I'm bringing my mom. You are not supposed to do that. The moment you are married, it's different thing. Mr. Olu Adekoya, what is the honor? What is the meaning of honor your mother? Honor your mother doesn't mean you are bringing your mother. I don't think you listen. People listen to disagree. I said you take care of your mother over there. It's part of honoring mommy, honoring daddy by building a house for them, honoring them by getting a house help for them, honoring them by sending them monthly salary, monthly allowance, honoring them by bringing them to the house on Christmas Day, on New Year's Day to see their children's children, and then they go back to where they come from. The only time a woman or a mother is allowed to stay in your house longer than necessary if she needs medical attention, and she must come there and she'll take that medical attention and then she'll return back to wherever she's coming from. If a woman is now supposed to stay in your house, if a mother is supposed to stay within your house, it must be an agreement, a solid agreement between you and your wife together. Sweetheart, my mother, I want her to be with us. And then if your wife now says, give me some time to think about it. And then after thinking about it, she said, well, I think I made up my mind that let her come. You will find out that there's going to be so much peace because it's an agreed something. It's an agreement between you and your wife. But if you bring the woman by force, you bring your mom by force to live under your roof by force, that's where the calamity is going to start. The calamity is going to start because you have disrespected your wife. That's our territory. That is our own place. That place doesn't belong to your mother. That place belongs to your wife. Your mother is an outsider when she comes into your home. All right? When you come into your home, she becomes an outsider. So she doesn't have the right to go to the kitchen. She doesn't have the right to go to anywhere. She must take permission from the woman who owns the house. She must take permission from the woman that owns the house. And let me tell you something. Your wife will respect your mother if you can only respect her and look at her and say, sweetheart, can my mother come to live? I know we got to agree. And if you just give your wife that respect and run things by her, say, sweetheart, my mother, I feel like she should come and stay with us for 6 months. And your wife will look at it and then she'll give respect to your mother. And because you have respected her, she doesn't have any other reason not to respect you and not to respect that decision that we want to do. It becomes our decision, not just only your own decision. It becomes our decision. It becomes, Mr. Ola Adekoya, I'm going to block you because what you're saying doesn't make sense. You're not listening. You're not listening to the message. And I'm going to block you. If you want me to block you, please listen. If you want to listen, please listen. If you don't want to listen, I'll block you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll block you because you're not listening. You're not trying to understand. You're only commenting to actually, you are making comment because you just want to distract people. Sorry, you're gone. I've deleted. I've blocked you already. Maybe you go and open a new page and come and join. Go and set up a new page and come and join. When somebody's a nuisance, the way you treat them is block them. I block them. No, I just blocked the person. So you will see that marriage will work better if husband and wife could understand and respect each other. The position of a wife is so important. And it's because we disrespect that position. And that is why we're having problem today. Your wife is as important as you in that relationship because the two of you are partners. Now let me run this by you guys real quick. And then I'm going to open my telephone line. I'm going to open my telephone line so you guys can actually make a call. These are the common mistake that, common things that we see in-laws do. Number one, you see some people will say, my in-law is too controlling. And you will see that some fathers are very controlling because you marry their daughter, they will be there, will put a chair. They will put a chair next to your house. They walk into your house anytime, any day. Anytime, any day. They come and dictate to you what you should do. They come and tell you what you're supposed to do. They sit in your house and be telling you, why will you treat your wife like that? Why do you do this or this or that? Your wife said to do. They refuse to allow the husband and wife to grow. They refuse to allow the husband and wife to grow. They must fail and fall. They must settle their differences. Leave them alone. Okay? In-laws must back off. Look to another side and go and concentrate on their own lives. Let your dad and your mom concentrate on their marriage. Look away from you. You got a life. You cannot live that life until you make mistakes, until you fight, until you have misunderstandings. Misunderstandings are the ways that you learn how to perfect your marriage. You will see a lot of homes today, in-laws did not allow them to go through process. Your father, your mother, they always come and advise you wrongly, especially those women who couldn't keep a home. They couldn't keep a home, but they want their daughters to do the same thing. They come and influence their daughter about, oh, don't agree to him, oh, don't let him do this, oh, don't let him. And then you're supposed to ask your mom and say, Mommy, with all of this marital counseling you are weren't you able to keep daddy with you? You're supposed to ask her, Mommy, you didn't keep daddy. Daddy walked away, and you have all of this, and you are a marriage counselor now, and you're advising me like this. All right? Why did daddy walk away? You're supposed to ask your mom. And let your mommy remove this rope on my neck. Let me go and grow. Your marriage is different from my marriage. My marriage is different from yours. I want to make the mistake. I want to grow in the mistake. I want to rectify my own mistake because my own mistake is my life. That's how I grow. All right? So some in-laws are too controlling. They jump in the marriage. They come and tell the man what to do. They tell the woman what to do. Especially sometimes the mother-in-laws of from the husband's side. They come over and tell you all manners of things. When you finish cooking, cover it and put it in the fridge. You're like, I don't know. You're supposed to spread your bed in the morning. Like I don't know. These are all the things I know. This is my house, Mama. This is my house. Can you go and do that in your husband's house? Stop coming here and come and give me what to do. I don't have that. I don't have that time. I don't have that kind of time, please. And instead of the son defending the wife, majority of our African men will start fighting their wife for disrespecting their mother, but they will not tell Mommy, keep quiet. This is not your place. This is my wife's house. You are coming here to visit us as my mother. All right? I respect you as my mother. You're staying for 6 months. After 6 months, you pack your stuff and get out. If you cannot cope with this marriage here, forget about it, Mommy. All right? You need to put that law on the ground. As a real man who is not a mommy's boy, supposed to understand and say marriage is different. I left your home to join with my wife, and the two of us are one flesh. The way we run our family doesn't have anything to do with you. If we come to you to ask for advice, then you give it to us. If we didn't come to your house for advice, please, Mommy, please face front. You are not being disrespectful. All right? It is not every adult. And because people in Nigeria, Yoruba people will say, it is not every adult that has sense. Some adults don't get sense at all. They don't get brain at all. You don't want to listen to old people. There are so many old people without brain. They make mistakes, they didn't rectify it in their own life. Because they have gray hair doesn't make them to be wise. All right? Because they have gray hair doesn't make them to be wise. Because they are 70 or 80 doesn't make them to be wise. So many old people without brain. You don't listen to those ones. Go and find a mentor somewhere that will tell you the truth. That's what you need to go and look for. Number two, some people will say my in-law is rude and unfriendly. My in-law is rude and unfriendly. In a case whereby you go to your in-law's house and your in-law and your father-in-law is slapping you. Slapping you for what? What kind of right does he have to slap you? And you're going to your mother-in-law, and your mother-in-law is telling you, we married you. Is it not a favor that we did? Is it not a favor that we did to you? You will see some mother-in-laws will talk to their wife, their son's wife, like I see to say they're house girls. Like I said, those girls don't even amount to nothing. All right? Very rudely, they talk to them. And they're very arrogant. And you see all these things. And as a man, if I am that man, I will tell my mom that time, Mom, stop. You can't talk to my wife like that. I didn't marry her to come and be a slave in your home. Whatever she has done to you, report her to me. I'll deal with her myself. And that's the way a real man, will handle that case. The in-laws, they have caused a lot of problem in the homes. We have allowed them to take 2 steps, and they have penetrated our home. They gain control of the home, and they are not doing anyhow they like. We're supposed to caution them. We are no longer living in 1820s. This is 2023, for God's sake. A wife is a partner to a man. A wife is a partner to a man. We need to let them know that. Another thing they do, let me just go quickly because of time so I can release my phone. My in-law is still treating my wife like a child. He's still treating my husband like a child. Some women will still treat their son like he's a baby. They come and be touching him. I remember those days I was skinny. And then every time I go to my mom will say, so oh my but some people will allow their mother to treat them like child, like kids. They're coming to your house to know, they be calling you, so why were you asking a grown-up man? Do we have to come and force him to take his medication? So some of the women, they start treating their sons, their daughters, like a kid in the home. No wonder they are not growing. No wonder they refuse to be mature. And they continue to be there. They'll be expecting their mother to call them. Hey, mommy is going to come in now. And then they'll tell their wife, Mommy, Mommy, the next time I hear you say, Mommy, can't you call me? You, me, and you, can't we sit down and settle our own case? Why is Mommy calling me? Why will Mommy be calling me? In the first place, why should Mommy call me? For what reason? What audacity does he have to call me? For what? For what? Mommy, Mommy, me for what? Mommy, let's see what is going to happen. Did I marry your mom? I married you. You should sit down and talk to me, not your mom. And that's how they treat their kids, their sons, their daughters. They treat them like children. The thing that the children are supposed to fight for, they come and fight for it for them. They fight for it for them. They come to the house, come and discipline their in-laws. For what reason? For what reason? And this is what I see about Nigerians and Africans generally. We're not ready for this topic right now. We're not ready for it at all. Because at the end of the day, when I break all this table down into pieces, you're going to hate me. And you're going to think, okay, because this guy doesn't have parents, maybe he doesn't want us to take care of our parents. But when you take care of your parents in marriage, it's different. The way you do it is different. Another person will say, my mother-in-law is too involved in my marital life. Too involved. She's just penetrating and prognosing. Mother-in-law, what is your problem? So, Nisheni, can't you go and marry another person? Your husband died. Go marry another person. Leave your son alone. Leave your son alone. Let him marry his wife. Leave your daughter alone. Let him marry her husband. Go and marry somebody else. Why did you go and don't stop being involved. You're coming to the house and you obey dress you allow to be what you want. We know where they sell sardine. We know where they sell all this. Don't bring it again. You are prognosing 24/7 like you are gone, you are not gone. You are gone, you are not gone. You said bye-bye yesterday, now you are back again. Mommy, please, don't come again. Don't be coming again. Look at face front. Let these people have peace. My in-law judge and criticize my every move. My in-law judge and criticize every move. The boy wants to buy a car. The father-in-law is calling him. What's your problem? Are you the one that wants to give me money? Why are you advising me to buy an SUV? How about if I don't have that kind of money that I want to buy a car? Ordinary car or SUV. Should you be the one to be prognosing and be criticizing what I want to do? Which one is your own? And this is where all of these in-laws get disrespected. And when they get disrespected, then they start crying and start shouting that, oh, small boy disrespected me. Why would they disrespect you? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let them live their lives. Leave them alone. Let them live their life. Let them buy a car. When they buy whatever they buy, appreciate it, pray for them. You want to really know no matter you that bought this one, you buy something bigger next time. Celebrate him. Okay? No, don't come and be saying, Chinedu bought a Mercedes for his own wife. Chinedu bought a Mercedes for his own wife. Why are you buying Toyota for your own wife? Which one, sir? You know? At the end of the day, you find out that these in-laws, they just come and cause commotion in your home. Another one said, my in-law is clinchy and overly attached to my spouse. Some mother-in-laws, they will come to the house and then they take the attention of the wife. They will lock themselves in the room. The husband will not see the wife. The wife is inside the room talking to the mother. When she's supposed to be doing a wifey right. No. If the mother has taken over the whole stuff, the father has taken over the whole stuff. Some boys too. That's how they do to their mothers. They will lock themselves in the room and talk and leave the wife in the living room, in the kitchen to cook. It's actually terrible. We need to balance up and wake up. If you ever ask me why are you yelling again, I will block you, madam. If you are new on this page, can't you just keep quiet and watch? Is that shout? Number 7, my in-laws have no respect for my privacy. That's the way it is. So many people, they don't have respect for privacy. Mother-in-law jumping into the bed where the husband and wife is sleeping. What nonsense? What nonsense is that? Mother-in-law, you come into a place and you're jumping into the bed where the husband and wife, where they sleep. What nonsense? Why do you do that? You're supposed to respect the privacy of matrimonial bed is not for you, mommy. Mommy, and so even if they offered it to you, tell them you are not coming. That's where they bang themselves. That's where the husband and wife, that's where they bang themselves. How will you even sleep there? Won't you be having bad dreams? Won't you be seeing them banging in your sleep? That's where they bang. You're not supposed to come there. You're supposed to tell them you will sleep on the couch. Every millennium, after the living room, respect the privacy. Sleep there in living room. If they don't have a guest room, go sleep in the living room with them. Respect their privacy. You are depriving the husband from sleeping with his wife. That's what you're doing. You've already enjoyed your own life. Your own husband banged you all throughout his own life before he died. Now you carry your load to come and be disturbing these kids inside of their own house when they're supposed to be banging. Now they gave you their matrimonial bed and you took it with gladness. Are you a mother? Sometimes I look at some women and say, are you really a mother? Something's wrong with your head. Don't you want your wife, your own daughter to enjoy her matrimonial home? You don't want your husband to enjoy, your son to enjoy his matrimonial home? Do you have to be jumping on their bed? Huh? What is all this? I'm just getting tired of a woman cooking for the husband and putting 4 meat And then now it's your own problem to now check how many meat is put in there. Is it not a terrible life? Which one is your own? You know, there's this story of a woman. She was the one that is the IT specialist, the wife, and got married to a guy who's driving. Uber driving is not a bad thing, but this guy drives Uber. And it makes some little money. So they bought a Mercedes Benz, and they bought a big house and stuff. And the husband's mother came to live with them. But they didn't explain to the mother-in-law that the money we are spending belongs to the wife. Oh, the mother-in-law didn't know. So the mother-in-law will be the one to cook. When she cooks, she will put 4 or 5 meat inside of his son's food, and put 1 meat inside of the daughter-in-law's food. So when they now serve it on the table, the mother-in-law will put the food there, the girl will go and pick her own, the boy will pick his own. And then the lady noticed that, Mama, you put 1 meat in mine, you put 4 inside of my husband's stuff. Mama said, well, how many do you want me to give you? He said, Mommy, you're supposed to give me the same number of meat you gave my husband. He said, my son that has gone to work all day long. You sat down inside one room, you locked the door. You locked the door inside our place, all right? All day. You didn't go outside. You didn't do nothing. You didn't bring money home. You didn't bring anything. And my son has gone all around, driving, went to work. Now, came back in the evening, we want to eat, and you think you deserve more than 1 meat? You know, she, Yahweh, let's say, where? And that was the husband was like, Mommy, office here, that's the office. That's where she's working. She's the one bringing the whole money. All I'm doing is I'm just supporting and drive Uber and support her. And that was how the woman got mad. And the woman told the man, I'm sorry, your mom can't stay with me no more. She has disrespected me. But I was so happy for the man. The man's reaction was, Mommy, you got to go. I'm sorry, you can't destroy my life. I am managing my life here. I'm happy with my wife. She's making money. We are managing ourselves. You can't come here and destroy it. If I forgive you for this one now, everyone knows what you're going to do next. And that was how they bought the ticket for Mama and sent that back to Iyan for Orogi in Nigeria. And you see in-laws. This is how they mess up things. Because they don't have any information about us. We are managing our lives. They didn't know nothing about what we are putting in place. They believe it's like their own time. They will mess up things for you before you get to know it. All right? They do not respect privacy. Another person said, my in-law is dramatic and too sensitive. There is nothing we say, she will get angry. When we say something, she will get angry. Every time we say something like a joke, my mother-in-law don't know joke. And if I want to joke with her, it's always problem and all kinds of stuff like that. All right? It became a very sensitive issue. And this young man said, you know what? I'm not talking in this house no more. And that was how the relationship between him and his wife started going down the drain. Started going back down the drain gradually. The guy refused to talk. Because if I say something right now, the mother would think you are insulting me. Oh, you are abusing me. Oh, you are doing this. So the guy decided not to talk, and then he doesn't talk to his wife anymore too. All right? So he decided to keep quiet. And then the last one I'm going to say today is my in-law tries to turn me and my spouse against each other. And those mama, they can lie for Africa. I'm not going to lie to you. Some mother-in-laws, they can lie for. You see those ones that always say, hey, let's just you, and let's just you, and let's just. All those mother-in-laws that always say, and let's just. They can lie for Africa. He's so saying, oh, mommy, loju. Ìgbà tó gbóúnjẹ wá tí mo yọ òṣòrí kọ́ lí báyìí, ó gbóúnjẹ wá, ó kàn tí owó oúnjẹ síwájú, mo rí ẹ, mo ṣe kíní kan. At the end of the day, all these things didn't happen. All of this stuff didn't happen. They just want to just make the husband and the wife to have quarrel and fight. All right? Not just quarrel and fight. They can lie for Africa. All right? They will turn everything upside down. They will be the one using boss revolution to call Africa out. And stuff. And they're the one that is telling everybody about what is happening. And then now everybody don't know now. And then they will now tell the husband, say, they know this or your husband, your wife that is talking. Your wife is only talking. They are the one that was talking to everybody. They were the one that talked to the enemy. That enemy, they were the one that spoke to the enemy. And now they turn it against the wife because that's the neutral person there. Because they know that their son is actually brainless. Anything they say against the wife, he will come and fight the wife. They knew that. So they turn everything upside down. You don't want these kind of people living under your roof. All right? When you have a good mother who respects you, a good mother who respects your wife, respect your husband, that good mother will understand what marriage stands for. That mother will never allow you to put her inside of your matrimonial bed. That woman will actually manage her space. That woman will not poke nose into your affair. Whenever she's coming in like I'm a visitor here and I'm here. I will mind my own place. I will draw a boundary. I'm not crossing this out because my son and the wife, they own the house. I don't know what is in between them. I don't understand the understanding between the two of them. I don't know the agreement between the two of them. I don't want to come here and spoil things for them. Let me keep my mouth shut. Let me stay in my lane. And that's what somebody's calling. Let's pick up this call. Hello? 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 Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello? All right. That person is not talking. That person is not talking. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello, madam.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, so
Well, go ahead.
this is our in-laws. Hello,
Mm.
You know, listen one thing about all these in-laws, especially these modern in-laws.
Yeah.
We too, Obirini Wamada Balola, do unto people what you want others to do unto you.
Mm.
And all these mother-in-law, when they were growing up, it's a rip. I want my money while I knew. I won't go by nonsense.
Yeah.
Wọ́n gba nonsense, wọ́n take jack shit.
Oh, wow.
So when come over to one marry, one pass gbogbo àwọn nonsense yẹn, they will start passing it to the mother àwọn ọmọ wọn. Wọ́n gba nonsense yẹn, which is very, very bad. Which is very, very bad. I want to say one thing about people who stop being mother's puppy. Àwọn ọkùnrin yìí, you stop being your mom's puppy.
Yeah.
Mommy, it is my mommy. If you don't take my mommy, you must take it for you. You understand that you are grown up.
You are grown up. Thank you.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah,
kí ló wá kiri? So ń gbà kéèyàn kan wálé tiẹ̀ ńgbà tó kéré. Yeah.
Now they want to do it to other people. You are telling that
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I always tell people that, let me tell you one thing. Once a year, if you don't throw a day, that is the end for her. He will continue from there. And the problem is that the way you can listen to your mother at that time because you were still young.
Yeah.
If your mother to sit down there, you can sit down, but it's difficult for your wife to control you.
Once you become 18, you are a grown-up man.
Yes. Then your mother will now come and pile up her own joint.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's my mother. You must respect my mother. Let your mother respect herself.
Of course. And that's the part I always want to say. Somebody saying something here. It's the boundary that is actually very important. Your mother, yourself, your wife, there must be boundary. You can't just allow your mom to come over and step on your wife's head. And then you allow it.
Respect for your mom.
Yeah.
It's boundary, yeah.
Yeah, boundary, you give respect and honor to your mom on the other side of the boundary. But on this side belongs to your wife. Let your mother give respect to your wife too.
Yes, and start opening your portion.
Yeah.
What is all that? So what teaching? You sit down on the dining and serve you. You are my mother-in-law. Let me respect you. Be much respect you. Don't come to my house and start pointing hands on my kitchen and start pointing hands and open my bedroom. I want to say I want to say my dad.
Inside your own bedroom, you overrun my bedroom.
What nonsense?
What nonsense is that?
Most of them will leave their wife alone and start going to your mother. Mama mi Shadira for me. Your mother has prayed for you. If you don't, she said, "Yahweh no be."
Yahweh magbe next one, next level straight.
The only thing to common to get all different from mother and wife is like ìyàwó ò lè bí ẹ.
But ìyàwó ẹ ló ń dó ẹ.
Ìyàwó ẹ ń dó ẹ, ìyá ò lè dó ẹ.
Ìyá ò lè dó ẹ. Ìyàwó ẹ ló bímọ fún ẹ, màmá ẹ ò lè bímọ fún ẹ. There must be respect both ways. All our men supposed to be trained. Our men needs to be trained.
They are puppies. Don't rubbish. Mama, if you don't listen to my mom, I will divorce you. If you don't listen to my who is your mother?
Yeah.
You got to share wearing. I'm not talking to you come in. You can't sit down somewhere.
Thank you, Jerry, my sister. I mean, now the mom don't be. You know what? You know what my daughter told us? My daughter told us, he said, I'm keeping my money so that when I'm old, I will take care of myself. Who's coming to your house? Even to my baby, I send the tickets to me.
Thank God that my mother-in-law is dead. I'm telling you, thank God, but 85. I do belong long. You she not said the home when you might belong. I'm around Guinea. Ìyá ò lè wá síbí ìbàgbọ́ ọmọ ṣe ọ̀dọ̀ máa gbé lọ sí ọ̀hún kọ́ lọ́ máa rán lódì ọmọ ìjọba ní kọ́ lọ́ máa náà sí ẹ̀bẹ̀.
Ìyá ìbínú tán pátápátá ẹbí mo rò pé mo bínú lẹ́yìn àti mi ò bínú. Àti mi ò lé rárá.
There are some things you talk about and I want to add to it. That's why sometimes I come.
Thank you.
You always nail it.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
You see people that don't want to listen, they'll be the one tackling what you're saying.
I know. I see them all the time. I block them. I block them all. Oh, I mean now. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for explaining to us. God bless you, my dear. That's it. God bless you. You know, this is what I'm talking about. The telephone number is open for those who like to call in. The telephone number is on the screen. You'll see it there. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Hi. Thank you so much, Pastor Shola, for bringing this topic up. It's a great reminder.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to share my experience. I think, bringing in parents to live with you, it's like it's we ourselves setting ourselves up for failure. Sometimes it might be from a good heart, from a good place, but at the end of the day, you start seeing yourself, seeing your faults, unnecessary stuffs,
Yeah.
My own experience, I mean, my parents-in-law, they got, my husband was trying to file for them. He brought them in. And, ideally, they came and they spent, I think, 6 weeks for the first time. And then they went.
Yeah.
They came back because they were trying to get their papers, filing for them to get the green card. They had to spend 8 months with us. And that was when things started showing up. It was, I would wash plates. And my mother-in-law would tell me, they said, you're wasting water. Water is expensive. I'm like, in my own house, I'm washing plates. They're telling me that I'm wasting water. I want to use the dishwasher. She will say, somebody said it's better to wash it at night instead of during the day. Then there was a time I served them some food. I served them food. And literally, I just came back. I get back from work and I go to the clean straight. She does nothing. And my father-in-law is diabetic, and she would say, and the poor Baba will be there. And there is food in the fridge.
Yeah.
There is food there just to bring it out and warm and things like that. So I served them one day. She was like, why did you give your husband one meat? And me and my husband, I put one meat so that they will have two before I cook the next soup.
Yeah.
And the next thing she did, she picked up her own meat, cut it into two, and added it to her son's own. She didn't even remember her husband, though. I was like, really? So many things that it was so terrible. Anyway, we found the way around it because they had their papers. They had to be coming so as not to lose that opportunity. We had to rent a place for them because thank God we could afford it. So they had their own place. They had their own car to ride and things like that. And the respect started coming back. The respect started coming back because I have the choice to see them maybe once in 2 weeks. Sometimes I will cook and take it to them. And just check on them. But the respect started coming back. She started saying it. Oh, you even call me Oshio, Kutojuwa.
After they have tried it themselves and they have seen how easy it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So bringing your parents in to stay for a long time, I think it's we ourselves setting ourselves up.
We are setting yourself for failure. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you can only take so much. Even the other that they are living together in the same house. Their mama birainu sometimes, and you come together and solve problems. So thank you so much for bringing this up.
Bless you, my dear.
Reminder, and God help us all.
Thank you for the explanation. God bless you, madam.
All right.
The number is still open right now, ladies and gentlemen. People are calling already, and I love it. I love it the way people are calling. The issue is this: I'm not saying don't take care of your mom or take care of your dad. All right, it's just the boundary that you must draw. Hello.
Hello, Pastor Shola. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much for this program. I was telling my friend that it seems you really know what I'm going through for you to bring this up.
Wow.
I've come to you for counseling before. I live in Maryland.
Okay.
My own in-law, the first auntie that called, they will come to your room. My mother-in-law have walked into my room, me and my husband having sex before. She would just barge in and she was like, oh, sorry, but my husband, if my mother-in-law does anything, you abuse my mother, you do this. That one is not even this thing. Even his families will call me, and my husband will have an infidelity issue and they will support him with everything. They will not say, even videos. I think you should remember me that I'm talking now. They will see videos of infidelity. Instead of that, it is me that they will be tormenting my life.
I know. I remember you.
This one, I called counseling. He refused to talk to you later. Yeah. Right now, we came together thinking everything is going to be great. Right now, as I'm speaking, I'm treating chlamydia. And the family is still antagonizing my life. Advising him to call police on me. He called police on me on his infidelity.
Wow.
And my mother-in-law is still in this house. We've been married. He's come to this country. I fought for him. He invited his mother out.
Wow.
And they're antagonizing my life. The mother-in-law say, right now, divorce is the last option right now. There is no go area. With your infidelity, gave me chlamydia. I traveled to Nigeria. The sister texted me that she has stopped seeing me as a wife since 2020, that they saw their brother's video of illicit nonsense. And she said, I went to Nigeria to get chlamydia. I was like, you are a fool. You don't know how STD work. I went for 2 weeks. Is that 2 weeks that I have chlamydia?
Wow.
We are still dealing with the same issue, and they are antagonizing my life. If the siblings are causing me, I don't have a mother anymore. One of his brothers have told me, I feel let her abuse our mothers. It's because she does not have a mom.
That's one thing I see about we Africans. We will be supporting what we are not supposed to support. You know the truth. You're supposed to fight it. You're supposed to fight the truth.
They told him to call the police on me because I reacted. I was removing all the frames in the house because of your infidelity.
Just imagine.
Now I'm treating STD.
Madam.
And I'm glad it's just STD and it's not HIV. Oh, no, I already know the last option.
It is well. The Lord will be with you.
Amen.
Thank you. All right, let's pick up this Niger call. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Shola.
Good evening,
thank you so much for this very sensitive topic we're going to talk about today. I would like to just share a bit about my own experience.
Yeah, but don't let it be too long because a lot of people are calling.
Yeah, it's going to be very brief. Okay, so I've been separated from my husband now for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And this was basically caused by his mom and his sisters, or basically his family. Mm-hmm. Now, I would say at first, my mother-in-law owns a church, so she comes with issues. At first, she was pimping one of our church members for my husband, and at some point, I got to find out. And what she said was, in Yoruba, like, don't you know that these allies, they bring good luck to the man?
Oh.
When that one happened, I forgave him, and it now became an issue of carrying different girls and all of that. I never had any any issues with any of that anyway. But it got to a point now where she now started telling him, oh, if your wife cooks, she has to taste the
Instagram,
food.
I'm going to be going off. I'll come back again, okay? Go ahead, madam.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
I'm talking to Instagram.
Point where she tells him things like, oh, if your wife cooks, she has to taste the food before you eat it. If she gives you water, she has to drink the water before you can drink it. And started seeing all sorts of vision. By the way, she owns the church. So she's more of like, I don't know, she owns the church. She sees vision for people. Yeah. And a lot of nonsense happened. It got to a point where the guy had to just move out of the house and moved in with his mom. Now, one thing I want to make clear is my case was so peculiar because all of our children, our marriage broke up the same month, the same period. She had 4 kids. One was already like I don't know, it was everywhere. He has children all over. But the 3 of us that were still married, or maybe the 2 of us that were still married, our marriage broke up the same month, the same year, and she had no vision. You had to say things like, oh, it's only if you use your hand to go and look for trouble. I pray for my children to make headways in life and all that. But you're still the same person coming around, giving them wrong advice, seeing wrong visions and stupid visions for your kids and all that. So for me, I would say my life has been better ever since I left that marriage. And I don't know what's going on in their life anyway. She was very toxic. There was nothing I did that was enough. Everything was always an issue. You have to come December, sleep there and cook overnight. When there is a cook and someone to do the job, I don't think I have to go there and say I'm cooking nonsense. You have to come for Easter. They will do remembrance for my late husband. I don't think she was excited. She wasn't happy anyway, so nobody could be happy with any of her children. So she just tried to take everybody out of it. I'm out of that marriage. I'm happy. I can't go into a lot of it, but I'll say it was more of like she manipulated her children out of the marriages and encouraging them to get married to someone else. The next person they're going to meet, it's not like they're going to get married to that person. They just have kids with that person. She encouraged them to go on to the next person. So you see a guy having children with like maybe 5 different women. And all that. At those times, they come back to the house to stay with her, with their children. So I don't know what she uses all those things for. Anyway, she has one of her daughter now with her 2 children.
When we are getting married, when we are trying to get married, only ilé làwò ká tó sọmọ lórúkọ. Ilé làwò. Àwọn àgbààgbà ayé àtijọ́, àwọn bàbá mọ́nímọ́ní, àwọn bàbá mọ̀yànmọ̀yàn. When they want to find a wife for their children, they go to the homes. They go to that family. They go and look at it well. They just don't jump. It is this Holy Spirit, prophet, that we are being fooled. Now we throw away the tradition, we throw away the culture that has been working since day one. Divorce, in those days, nothing like divorce in the life of our people. They do investigation properly, even though no Holy Spirit, no prophet, no holy. All right? They will go and search. What kind of disease do they have? What kind of woman is it? Are they able to keep husband and wife in those homes? And if they see anything wrong, they quickly come and say, no, and all kinds of stuff. But these days, we have thrown it away where pastors and prophets are gambling. They are doing monini. And then the last one will say, Eleni. At the end of the day, you marry the person, and this is what we come back to talk about. Even though the Holy Spirit is real, it's just that we are the ones that are not real. We are the ones that are fooling ourselves. I'm telling you. My sister.
Is that the guy is a nice guy, like my ex. He's a really nice and good guy, but he's just under the hem of his mom. Finally, one of the things she did again while I was that married, like my first child was going to maybe 4 years old. She was all about, and I got pregnant for the second one. She was like, why do you have to get pregnant? It's not time for you to get pregnant. Why are you getting pregnant? Blah, blah, blah. You get watching my womb and all that. A lot of things happen. I think, let me just end here so the other callers
the other people are calling. God bless you, my sister. God bless you, man. If you allow people to talk, you will see what they've seen in marriage is, marriage these days is ojaokun. You don't even know what you're going to get there. And what you're going to get there, sometimes you may not even be able to handle it. Let's pick this one. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello? Where are the men? Men are not calling Egbamio. Yes, ma'am. Can you turn the computer off? We are hearing the sound at the background.
Okay, I turned it off.
Okay.
Yes. I'm just calling. This is my first time actually. I just stumbled into this and I was captured by the.
Where are you joining from? You are joining on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube?
Joining from Facebook.
Facebook. Okay. All right.
Yes, I'm calling from Facebook.
All right. Carry on.
I just want to say this is something that's so prominent about, and I'm talking from experience. I had to walk out of a 25-year marriage.
25 years old marriage.
After 25 years.
Jesus.
And it was just because of my mother-in-law.
Wow.
Because I did everything.
Yeah.
Everything possible. At a point, she was telling me that the son married me because the brother said he should marry me.
Okay.
And my ex was telling me the same thing. Now I brew me logic as such is whatever the brothers and sisters want, I have to do. I said, what are you talking? They live in Nigeria, we live here. Yeah. I'm telling you, they were controlling every affair here. And it was such that it's whatever they say. After a while, I had to sit him down that these people don't have your interest. Your children, I have your interest because I have a stake in this relationship. I have kids there. They have a lot at stake. Why should they be the one? He will come back to say, there was a day he said something, my jaw dropped. Oh. My mom said, don't sleep with you. I said, so it's your mom that would tell you.
The mother said, don't sleep with your wife.
Yes, and he told me with his mouth.
Wow.
I mean, so it's what I want. My contribution is this. Sometimes the men, I'm not saying they're innocent, but you know where we come from our culture and our background. And I'm talking because I'm a Christian. I see that some of them, they control their children negatively from spiritual points. That if the children are not people that have spiritual backbone, you understand?
They will manipulate them.
They manipulate. That is it. That was what was happening in my case. It was obvious. And I'm not saying too much. I'm Christian, but spiritually, everything I could do, prayer, fast, all I did was live my life for him. But at the time, like you said, when I was going to leave, I'm telling you, I did tell my pastor. I looked at myself and I said, you have to know when enough is enough. And that was it. I look at it now, at over 60, I'm telling you, I shake my head. My son was telling me.
You are over 60?
He's over 60 now. My son was talking to me about him last week and this. I had to tell him how to guide him. This is the time he's supposed to be enjoying his life. Everybody, they've manipulated and jumping. And I tell you one thing. He couldn't even get a wife because they couldn't have somebody that they could robot and that could take everything they want. It's just a shame that we still have those mothers that manipulate the kids. To him, it was pure manipulation.
May God help us.
Unfortunately, he didn't give himself to Christ. He was, this mouth Christian to say that
they were running after prophecy.
They would say, this one said, that one said, that one said. It's what they said. Instead of after a while, I told him, I said, but you say your mother prayed. Your mother was the one that told you to marry this girl. So why is it that it's your mother now that is against the same person?
Yeah. That's how they are. There are so many children right now accusing their mother right now that the mothers destroyed their lives in Nigeria. Go and check it. You'll see it. Mothers going all around, praying everywhere where they're not supposed to go. They go there, they tell vision to them, and they destroy them. They destroy their homes. They destroy their children's homes. With stupid prophecies.
Destroyed his life. Is right there. He has nothing. I'm sorry to say nothing.
Pastor Wale, how are you, Jerry?
For me, I thank God I'm doing great. I give God glory.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
God looks at. I believe God looks at both sides. Like the pastor I spoke to the last time, he said, you know what? And God really fought the battle, and I give him glory for mercy upon my life.
God bless you, Jerry. Anytime. All right, madam. Thank you, ma'am. Oh my God, somebody's calling. Let's make this call. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, madam.
Pastor.
Yeah.
Good, sir.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Sherry.
Can you speak English, ma'am? We have a lot of people that don't understand Yoruba.
Okay, sir. You see, when we are talking about these in-laws and marriages, most of the time, a lot of father-in-laws are still okay in marriages. Most of the time, it is we the women that are problems.
Hey, you guys are the ones.
Yes, sir. And this is what I always tell people. We have seen the errors of the people in front of us. Can we, as new generation mothers and mothers-in-laws to be, do it better, please? Yeah. I'm just begging every mother in this platform tonight that in the name of God, let us do it better with our daughters and sons-in-laws. Let them have peace in their own homes. Let them enjoy their marriages. Pastor Ojurito, if I start talking, I've been married for about 30 years. Ojurito.
30 years married.
Then Ojurito. But in all things we give God the glory. Ojurito.
Hallelujah.
Ojurito.
Hallelujah.
In all things, let us just make the lives of the next generation better. Mothers-in-laws, we should borrow ourselves senses. If not, our sons will stop talking to us. God will bless us all. Thank you for all you do, sir.
Thank you, madam. God bless you. All right. Let me make something clear, guys. Oh my God, somebody's calling. Let me make something clear. And what I want to make clear is this. I don't celebrate good people on my network. Good people, they don't need doctor. They don't need medication. If somebody is not sick, you don't go to the hospital. If you are not sick, you don't go to a therapist. All right. On this platform, I don't celebrate good people. It's not because there are no good people. Guys, I just want you guys to know, it's not like there are no good people. There are good people. We have good men. We have good women. We have good mother-in-laws. We have good father-in-laws that are there. I am not celebrating good people. Please. All right? Don't come here and now say, okay, but I have a good mother-in-law. Thank God for your life. We know. We are not celebrating them here. We are talking to the ones that are bad. So that why this whole life is being troubled. Life is being troubled. You need to be in my shoes to understand. This is not English. This is not when again, all this English that you speak. This is about the story of people's lives. That when you be in my shoe and you listen from morning till night to what people come to tell me, you will become me. You will be so mean and you yell 24/7 of your life. It is because you have not even listened to half of what I'm listening to in my life. That's why you're saying, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm never saying there are no good mother-in-law, there are no good father-in-law. What I'm telling you here is that we are here in the hospital. This is the hospital here. People are bringing cases to us. We must understand that not good people are coming to be not good people are being reported. Bad people. So what we are doing is that we are breaking the bad people down, dissecting them, trying to look for a way to get them better. So if you are this low self-esteem person that have bad energy, that are thinking like, I have to give me that, keep your mouth shut somewhere and go and hang out somewhere else. All right? This is where we talk about the bad mother-in-laws, the bad father-in-laws, the bad husband, the bad wives. Let us fix them. And one thing I want to say to you guys is this. You will never see me talk a lot. Let's pick this person. This person is trying. Hello? Hello, can you turn your computer off? We are hearing the sound.
I have.
Okay, you want to contribute, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
I'm so grateful you are doing this program because Sherry,
speak English, ma'am. We have Igbo people on the line.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I'm also Igbo, so I'm sorry.
How can you be Igbo and be speaking Yoruba?
Because I was brought up in Lagos.
Stop being born in Yoruba land, be born in Igbo land.
Okay.
Kedu?
So what I'm trying to say is,
you be Igbo. Right.
I'm from Anambra.
Okay.
Thank you for your program. I really do appreciate it because this will really have a good effect on the next generation. Yeah. Because we learn from our parents. I'm in my mid-50s, going to 60.
Yeah.
And because we learned from them, and they only gave us what they had.
Yeah.
And what they had was not good enough for us.
Yeah.
So it's good that people like you, Jehovah is using you to set the next generation free from this bondage of women that are not, we don't. There's not a proverb in Yoruba. I'm sorry because I speak Yoruba.
Yeah, speak it. Say it. I will interpret it.
Before you do anything, first of all, put yourself in that position. Even me, I had to leave my husband in the last after 33 years.
Yeah.
33 years because of what? The dead mother. He was still telling me that he was there. His dead mother spoke to him. Then I had to tell him that
the dead mother was still talking to him.
Hello?
The dead mother was still talking to him.
Yeah, he was still talking. So I said, if his dead mother, with all the suffering we are suffering, that you gave everything you had to the church, you left me to nothing from deep to down, and I still followed you blindly. That if your dead mother is still in charge after 30-something years, I beg, Oga, make her find my way. My God is the God of the living, not of the dead. So you see that at the end of the day, I'm just begging God too, that God should help us as parents so that we can breathe fresh air on the next generation. Because it's not nice what we are doing as women.
No,
women need to change. We have to be fair. We have to be fair and not be selfish. The same mother that is coming to another person's house to come and play on the young wife is the same mother that is complaining about her own mother-in-law.
Yeah.
So how can you be complaining and you are doing exactly the same thing? And we want our society to be okay. And we have churches everywhere in Nigeria. Nothing is done right.
Yeah.
So may God help us all. Thanks for the boldness.
Thank you very much.
Your program. You are blessed and highly favored.
God bless you.
Just keep it up. They are listening.
We are going to do so.
Prophecy, this, that. People are hearing now. And people are beginning to do the right thing.
Yes.
So your program is making impact. Thank you so much for your time.
God bless you.
God bless you. Shalom. Thank you.
So what we're saying on this show this afternoon, is not like we have refused to want to obey the Bible. The Bible says, honor your father and mother. But the Bible says, cleave to your wife. Now, there's two different instructions here. Cleaving to your wife and honoring your parents. All right? You cleave to your wife and then you honor your parents. Now, we kill our parents when we bring them out of Africa, we bring them here. Especially those mummies that are old, that they don't have any life here. This place, even you, young ladies out there, how many friends una get? Where una they go? Una don't even get anywhere where una won't go. All of you guys will go to work, from work to church. Majority of you go to church because you don't have friends. And you need someone to talk to. Let's pick this call before I will finish up. Hello?
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank God the man is calling you.
Yes, sir. I was the one that met you at DFW on December 1st.
Okay.
You remember?
At the airport?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, I told you that I always watch your program.
Yeah, I remember.
The most important thing that we got to do is to be praying for our next generation.
Yeah.
I have a friend that married from a family.
Mm-hmm.
That family, no women stay with husband there.
Yay.
Their mother always encouraged them to divorce their husband. Their mother always encouraged them to have oluku. You know the meaning of oluku?
A side chick.
Side chick. So there's hardly anybody in the family that doesn't have a side chick.
Yeah.
My friend regretted marrying from that family. After 3 children, he picked his bag one day in New York and left the house that he bought before he brought this woman from Nigeria to America.
Wow.
Left car, left everything for her. He preferred to be paying child support than seeing his wife. Text messages, talking with Olukus.
Yeah.
And she's not the first. All her sisters, the same.
They're like that.
All of them are like that. So what I'm trying to say is that we should try to pray for the next generation.
We're not praying for them, sir. It's not prayer, it's instructing them, sir.
Yes, so to be telling them to do research about the family where they are going to marry from.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling. God bless you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, guys. What we're saying is that when you, as a woman, I mean, as a man, when you get married, and the reason why we always talk to the men is that the men, we are supposed to be the leader of the home, the head of the home. All right? The head must be right. Head must be right. If the head is not right, there is nothing that you can do to make followers be right. The followers will be exactly like the leader. Followers will be exactly like the leader. One man was arguing with me the other day. It was like, educate our women, educate our women. I said, no, it's your responsibility as a man to educate your wife. It is your responsibility. The problem we have is that our parents didn't educate us men. Okay? There is a lack of education when it comes to we men. We don't understand things. We just believe we have penis. Like this penis is so big and our big voice is stuff. We just believe that we are superior. Anytime we just roar like a lion, women should just run away. That's how we think. And that's not the thing. You know, a man is supposed to be a servant leader. He's supposed to be the servant of the family. You serve. You don't want people to serve you. No wonder our pastors, they have turned the gospel upside down. Now we are serving pastors. Now pastors are not serving us. No wonder. We are serving pastors. Pastors are not serving us. Our pastors will be wearing Ali Moscow shoes and their jacket and suit, everything, and wristwatch and everything, and then we carry them like this, carry their bag, carry everything, give them money. They are the ones that should be servicing us. They are the ones that be serving us and making us feel special. Reverend Sam Adeyemi said something. I'm really sorry. Sometimes I make reference of that guy because that guy, I don't know why. Every time he will say something, it is this guy that will say it and he will act it. He will say it and act it. And he said something one Sunday. And he said, God did not bring you here because I'm special. God brought you here because you are special so I could serve you. Oh, I broke down. I started crying. I cried. Tears was rolling down my eyes. That if every pastor in Nigeria will understand this particular position here, that you as a man, you are actually a servant leader. You are meant to serve your family. It is during the serving. They always say respect is reciprocal, right? When you serve, your wife will serve you. You got to serve your family for your wife to serve you. Idiot will not understand. Stupid people will not understand. People that have shallow mind will not get it. They will be saying some nasty, crazy stuff that doesn't even meet up with any human understanding. The shallow mindedness. Okay, when you serve your wife, serve your children, you are actually making them to see example of what should be done. They will serve you back. When you give to your wife will give back to you. When you honor your wife will honor you. Not just only your wife, your children will honor you. A lot of men, their children don't honor them because of all this nonsense that you're doing. And your children look at you like, if I grow up, I'm going to show you Pepe. I've seen a boy that actually stood his ground with his father. He said, Dad, if you should lay hands on my mom again, you're dead in this home. And that boy really meant it. He was 19. A 19-year-old boy. 19-year-old boy. 19-year-old boy. Stood his ground and he meant it. And the father could see it on his face. He could see the fire on his eyes, in his eyes. If you touch my mom again. And I was so happy that a 19-year-old man realized that you're not supposed to touch a woman. Who trained him? Who trained him? And who trained his father? The father should be ashamed of himself. Should be ashamed of himself. I'm telling you, we have not been trained well in Africa. A lot of us were not trained well in Africa. I want your body to be your man to be. You know, let the society affect you. Look at what's going on all around and stuff. I grew to this understanding when I newly came into America. My best friend is a white guy. So that's where I go for my Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff. And I started seeing how they were you know, how they relate, the wife, the husband. You know, I was just shocked. I was like, whoa, this is great. I was like asking questions and stuff. I was just asking questions and stuff. You know, thank you very much for Mark 9:35. Thank you very much. I think I hope men will go and read that. I hope they're gonna read it. And I saw the way the guy would wash the dishes, cut the grass, come back in the house, still cook. He would make breakfast for his wife. And every time he always do breakfast in bed. And I asked him, I said, why? I said, your wife's supposed to be the one cooking. I was like, no, that the two of us should be able to cook. Like I cook for her in the morning, she cook dinner for me. And then breakfast is so light. I just make eggs and toast and tea. And then my dinner is going to be, you know, different. I may request for steak. I may request for grilled fish and all kinds of stuff. So she's going to do more. I was like, so you do the little stuff and then your wife will be happy to do the big stuff. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. And that's it. When you give your wife $10, $20, $50, $100, she won't hide her salary from you. Kill your wife, just give her 1,000. She will give you her whole life and she get 2 jobs just to be able to actually pay you back in multiple fold. You don't understand how women works. I don't want to instruct women. I want you as a man to be the one to instruct your own wife. When you as a man, when you are being respected in your home, your wife will not say, Pastor Sola said, Pastor Sola said. Your wife will always listen to what you're saying. But you listen to me here. Go back home and do the right thing. And you'll find out that when you instruct your wife will listen. And then it's not going to be Pastor Sola said, Pastor Sola said. It's going to be what you are saying. She will listen to. And always allow your wife to give you suggestions because nobody knows it all. You know, God placed her in your life to help you. So sometimes you might not know it. Bring your ego down. Ask your wife questions. Please help me. You know, a lot of African men cannot say help me. You need help. Tell your wife, say, honey, help me. I need help here. And let your wife be able to listen and say, you know what? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? And then you'll find out that a woman that we always call Obirilasan, they are very knowledgeable. Obirilasan. You know, when you go to colleges and stuff, you see the lady that is topping all the schools. We say, lady, Nigerian girls are topping. They are actually number 1 in schools. They are so brilliant. If you can tap into their heads, they will help you. They will help your life. What you have not been thinking about it, do think about it. They have so much knowledge that God has given unto them. They multitask. They see 30 years ahead of a man. If you don't know, I'm just letting you know. A woman, they can see 30 years ahead of you. They will tell you some certain things you'll not believe it. Sometimes when they're saying, they have seen something. If you say, the day the wahala go come, you will think, say, that she do juju or you. She's been seeing it. How you're waka, you're wakaring, they're seeing it. They tell you the image. You say, hey, the sister of the church, that sister in the church, I'm doing evangelism. The image is so rare, Murie. Church, evangelism. The day that the girl will bring pregnancy, will be our clear. Evangelism to pregnancy. All of this, you are sticking out of the house and going. You are turning your phone off when you leave the house. You will see the woman is noticing. Say, sorry, the image, sorry. At the end of the day, one day you will see, you will hear when they go pursue you, come for house. That's the time you now know, say your wife now witch. You don't understand? Clear. Your eyes go clear. Your eyes go clear. Let me just leave you guys alone. Yeah, I'll leave you guys alone for the day. And thank you. Thank you for everything you've been doing. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for all the badges and gifts that you've been giving me. I really appreciate you. And the Lord will continue to bless everyone. I believe you guys have been blessed today. If you need counseling, you feel free to reach out to me. I will schedule a counseling session with you. I will take care of your marriage for you in Jesus' name. We didn't just have all of this wisdom and knowledge for fun. We have it just for us to be able to help you and bless your marriage and bless your home also. That's why God has given it to us. And that's why we study every day to be able to make videos for you guys so that you guys could be blessed. If you have not followed my page yet, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you feel like you want to share this broadcast, please feel free and share the broadcast. Let's get more people connected by the grace of God. I really love you guys, man. You guys are very good audience. I thank God for your lives. So I'll see you guys later this afternoon by the grace of God. I love you. Bye. 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 Bye.